Good morning and welcome to MBA batch of Luth Mata Institute of Management Studies, LIMS Business News. Let's get the news rolling with the top 6 business news.
The International Monetary Fund on Tuesday forecast India's gross domestic product to contract 10.3% in financial year 2021 in a downward revision of its June forecast of a 4.5% drop, reflecting the worse than anticipated contraction in economic activity in the fiscal first quarter due to the nationwide lockdown, as well as the rapidly spreading pandemic. IMF said the June quarter GDP was weaker than projected in India, where domestic demand plunged following a very sharp compression in consumption and a collapse in investment. India's GDP shrank 23.9% in the June quarter, making it the worst performer among G20 economies. The Reserve Bank of India on Friday admitted for the first time that India's economy will contract 9.5% in financial year 2021, with a mild expansion in the March quarter. In its biannual World Economic Outlook, IMF said all emerging market and developing economy regions are expected to shrink this year, including notably emerging Asia, where large economies such as India and Indonesia continue to try to bring the pandemic under control.
This is Ishatuinema. Today's headline. Wipro boards OK rupees 9,500 crore, buyback revenue up 1.4%. Wipro, India's fourth largest IT service company, on Tuesday approved a share buyback worth rupees 9,500 crore, having improved its performance in the second quarter of fiscal year 21 on several parameters apart from giving a stronger outlook. This is the second quarter in a row that the Bengaluru-based firm is going for a share buyback program. The company is looking at buying 237.5 million equity shares, or 4.6% of its paid-up capital, though the date of the program has not been fixed. The buyback is proposed to be made from the shareholder on a proportionate basis under the tender offer route. Members of the promoters and the promoters group of the company have indicated their intention to participate in a proposed buyback. The company added, the buyback worth rupees 16,000 crore is 1.42% of its paid-up capital. Wipro too had completed a buyback of rupees 11,500 crore in August last year.
ICICI Prudential AMC seeks low-hanging fruits in ITC, Airtel, SBI and others. ICICI Prudential AMC's Chief Investment Officer Shankaran Narayan believes value investing along with asset allocation and special situation themes are expected to do well amid the ongoing volatility in the equity market. He seems to have implemented the same rules in his own investment decisions at the fund house in September, when domestic equities posed a long rally since March and BSE benchmark Sensex rose just 1.5%. Data available with its mutual funds showed that the fund house lapped up more than 1 crore shares in beaten down FMCG major ITC and Telecom from Bharti Airtel during the month. It also bought over 20 lakh shares each in other underperformance such as NTPC, Tata Steel, ONGC, SBI, C Entertainment and GAIL. Equity markets are in the neutral zone now. This markets a case for staggered investments. The value theme is expected to recover and perform better over the long run, while asset allocation schemes can be considered for managing near-term volatility.
Hi, it's Brindas representing Group 3 with today's news. iPhone 12 with a bigger and cheaper lineup, Apple joins the 5G race. Apple Incorporated on Tuesday launched its next generation iPhone 12 with faster 5G connectivity that the California company hopes will super consumers to trade in their old phones and keep its sales booming through the end of the year. The core of the lineup, the iPhone 12 with a 6.1-inch display, will sell for $799, while a mini version with a 5.4-inch screen will be slightly cheaper at $699. A Pro version with 3 cameras and a new 3D LiDAR sensor starts at $999, with the largest Pro Max starting at $1,099 and going up to $1,399. The new products will test whether Apple can ride a wave of consumer excitement around 5G wireless data networks whose speediest variants outstrip their predecessors' data rates multiple times over. But whether iPhone buyers see a dramatic speed boost will depend heavily on where they are and which carrier they use, what Bob O'Donnell, head of tech analysis research, called lots of little niggly details that get in the way of delivering on the promise of 5G.
Hello, this is Drushina in today's news hours. Today's headlines: Government invites proposals for development of EV charging infrastructure on major highways. The government has invited proposals for installation of charging stations from entities that intend to build and operate charging infrastructure on major highways and expressways in the country. India's wholesale inflation remains positive for 1.32%. The wholesale price-based inflation rose to 1.32% in September, mainly on the back of costlier food articles. Bangladesh is about to beat India in regional per capita GDP sweepstakes. According to the IMF report, India is about to slip below Bangladesh in per capita gross domestic product in 2020 as a result of lockdown impact. Centre has more option for stimulus open, keeping a close watch on prices, say officials. The government is moving ahead with its economic agenda and will soon approach cabinet regarding the establishment of lender to fund infrastructure. That's all in today's news. Thank you.
Welcome to Business News. I'm Alita Anthony. Today's news. Ahead of Big Billion Days, Flipkart ties up with SBI Paytm for offers. Valmet on Flipkart on Wednesday said it will offer credit options to 17 banks, NBFCs and fintech players that will drive credit accessibility for customers during the upcoming festive season. The e-commerce firm has partnered with State Bank of India and with SBI card issuer to provide both their debit and credit card holders a 10% instant discount. Flipkart has also announced its partnership with Paytm, where it is offering more value to shoppers with assured cashback on wallet and UPI transactions. Flipkart is also launching a gift card store catering to customer needs across 60 brands such as Joy Alucas, Kalyan Jewelers, Chroma, Fab India and KFC, among others. At Flipkart, customer centricity is at the heart of all our endeavors as we create increased shared value for all our stakeholders and partners in the ecosystem. Thank you.